consider B3. So the structure looks like this. How do we construct B3? By taking two copies of B2. So you see that here is a copy of B2 and the second copy of B2 is this. And if it is min binomial tree, we say that look at the root of the first binomial tree, say x, the other one is y, and if it turns out that x is less than or equal to y, make x as the parent and y as its child tree. Correct? This is really what we followed as part of our construction. There are a couple of more interesting observations one can make by looking at the structure. If you look at this B3, you see that if you look at its children, this one is B0 and leave root. Then this one is B1, this one is B2. Again, if you look at B2, you see that this one is B0, this one is B1. So in general, if you have BK, its children are B0, then B1, so on up to BK minus 1. Okay, that's the other structural property. So if you look at BK, if the root node, or look at it this way, for BK, the root node for BK, the root node as B0, B1, so on up to BK minus 1. So you fix BK, you see that B0, B1, so on up to BK, they are the children, correct? As B0, B1 to BK minus 1 as its children, correct? So you see that if you look at BK, below that we see B0, then B1, so on up to BK minus 1. So this also tells you something. How many nodes will be there in B0? There will be 2 power 0 nodes. Number of nodes in B1 is 2 power 1, and so on up to number of nodes in BK minus 1 is 2 power k minus 1. Plus 1 for the root node. This is precisely the number of nodes with respect to BK. So what is this value? This value is 2 power k minus 1 by 2 minus 1 plus 1, which is 2 power k. So one can also derive that the number of nodes in any BK is 2 power k by looking at the structural property. Look at the root node BK and its children are B0, B1, so on up to BK minus 1, and with that also one can derive the number of nodes in any BK is 2 power k. So that's an interesting observation. Okay. Next, let us look at one more. If you look at this, say B3, we see that at this level there are one node. At this level it is 3. At this level it is 3. At this level it is 1. Now I am going to rewrite this as a function of this 3, which means something like 3C0, 3 choose 1, 3 choose 2, and 3 choose 3. what are this? This one is level number. This is level 0, this is level 1, level 2, level 3. So what is this saying? Number of nodes in BK at level say K, okay, at level say R is K choose R. If you look at B3, then it is 3C0, at level 1 it is 3C1, at level 2 it is 3C2 and so on. So with respect to BK, the number of nodes at level I is K choose I. It is because of this it gets the name binomial heap. So the number of nodes at each level follows this binomial pattern. So it is because of this we link this with the binomial coefficients. It is true for any BK. If you look at this, this is B2. Number of nodes is 1, which is 2C0. This one is 2C1. This one is 2C2. Okay, so in general, this is what we get. So we can look at it this way. How do we construct BK? BK is constructed using 2 copies of BK minus 1. So there is one BK minus 1 and we take another copy of BK minus 1 that will be the child of this. So we take 2 copies of BK minus 1 and construct this. So which means if you look at this level, when you count the number of nodes, we can count in terms of BK minus 1. So trying to count this number, we can always count with the help of BK minus 1. So or rather, in some sense, I am trying to prove that number of nodes at level I of BK is K choose I using mathematical induction. And if it is K is 0 or 1, you can put it in base case and we can see that K choose I is true. But when we go beyond and then when we try proving the induction part using the induction hypothesis, so the induction hypothesis is with respect to BK minus 1 and now we are doing induction on K. So now when you look at this structure and especially look at this node, now how many nodes are at this level? You can see that this one is let me say 2 plus 1. Okay, this 3 I am rewriting it as 2 plus 1. Further, this one I am going to write like this. So what is that we are trying to count? We are trying to count 3 choose 1, which means K is 3 and I is 1. This you can count like this. So with respect to K minus 1, and there are 2 K minus 1, correct? Let's see. Now with respect to this BK minus 1, and it is K minus 1 choose I, and with respect to this K minus 1, it is K minus 1 choose I minus 1, correct? So put it in this way, K is 3, so which means it is 2 choose 1 and this one is 2C0. So 2C1 is 2, 2C0 this. So which means counting this in general BK and level is I. This you can count using BK minus 1. So this 3 you can visualize it as 2 plus 1. This 2 will be counted as part of this bk minus 1. This 1 will be counted as part of this bk minus 1. Now if you look at this bk minus 1, so k choose I and k minus 1 choose I. It is one and the same. Level is not changed. And this bk minus 1 alone is pushed one level down. Correct? That's how we construct, right? This is one level down, which means it is I minus 1. So what you see over here, it will come one level later. So which means this is pushed one level down, which is why it is I minus 1. So that shows that k choose I is precisely k minus 1 choose I plus k minus 1 choose I minus 1. Now if you apply the definition k minus 1 factorial by I factorial into k minus 1 minus I factorial, similarly over here simplify, we get to see the formula k factorial by I factorial into k minus I factorial. So by induction hypothesis, we know for bk minus 1 this is the number, and for the other bk minus 1 this is the number, and sum of these two will be the number for bk, and that's precisely the number of nodes at level I. So I repeat, to count number of nodes at this level with respect to b3, which means it is 3 choose 1, value of I is 1. So you can count this one using k minus 1. How are we going to do? So k choose I can be seen as the contribution from bk minus 1 and the other contribution from bk minus 1. So the contribution from this one is k minus 1 choose I, because the level number for this bk minus 1 and bk are one and the same. For the other one it is pushed one level down, so it becomes I minus 1. So this is precisely 3. In general, k choose I is k minus 1 choose I plus k minus 1 choose I minus 1. So that brings the connection between binomial Epe and the binomial coefficients. Fine. So next let us look at how many leaves are there. So number of leaves in bk. Okay. So let's look at say b4. If you look at b4, one of the structural properties says its children are b0, then we see b1 followed by b2. After that we get to see b3. And again if you look at this b3 will have b0, b1 and b2. The property that we just now observed says there are 4C0 nodes, 4C1 nodes, 4C2 and 4C3, 4C4. So the number of nodes at level 2 is this number, which is 6. Number of nodes at level 3 is this number, and so on. So this number is 6. This you can see it as 3 plus 3. In turn, with respect to this B3, if you see, this is 3 choose 2. And with respect to this one, if you see, it is 3 choose 1, because it is pushed one level down, and the nodes that you see over here with respect to level 2, and at the same level with respect to other B3 you will see nodes of level 1. So that's precisely what we have done. So in general, k choose I is k minus 1 choose I plus k minus 1 choose I minus 1. Now let's look at the number of leaves So we see that with respect to say B4, how many leaves are there? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there are 8. Please note B4 number of nodes and number of leaves. How many nodes are there for B4? B4 it is 2 power 4, which is 16, and number of leaves is 8. Let's look at say B2. B2 number of nodes is 4 and number of leaves is 2. Now you see a pattern. Number of leaves is how much? 2 power k minus 1. Again, you can prove using mathematical induction. You take bk. Bk has got 2 copies of bk minus 1. I am drawing like this because this bk minus 1 is pushed one level down. So this is another bk minus 1. By induction hypothesis, we know this bk minus 1 has got 2 power k minus 2. With respect to k, it is k minus 1. With respect to k minus 1, it is this. So this one has got 2 power k minus 2, which means number of leaves with respect to bk is 2 power k minus 1. Fine, so we have observed some nice structural properties. Now, using this and subsequently we will see how to construct a binomial heap. And this has got connection to the binary representation of the decimal number n as well. You can look at it this way. So bk has got 2 power k nodes. Fine. So which means if you say n is 2 power k, then I mean total number of nodes. Total number of nodes is 2 power k, then k is log n base 2. Correct? So that tells you that what is k? K is our number of levels or height and so on, right? Number of levels or height. So we see that number of nodes and the height are related by a logarithmic function in n. And this also tells you that it has got a relation to binary representation of decimal number n. We will see how are these two related, and subsequently we will look at how to construct a binomial heap.